Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's Thursday, October 20th. It's 1:50 p.m. here in Chicago. I'm on my lunch break, but I was talking to somebody, and they said something that I've heard a lot before, but I always forget to consider it when it comes to Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has a lot of fans. I'm a huge fan of his. Many people are huge fans of his. And then he has a lot of people who don't like him. And I don't know why I always assume they either don't like his confidence, or, they feel he's too polarizing, or whatever it is they don't like about him. Jealousy, with a lot of boxers, especially, who bad talked him. I thought it was jealousy personally, or they felt almost like, hey, that's not fair. He's not as skilled or as trained as we were, whatever. It still kind of boiled down to jealousy with me. But one thing I always, or racism, a lot of different reasons people didn't like Wilder, but, or don't like Wilder. One reason I always forget to consider, and this is a very strong reason, people, whether you agree or not, whether you accept it or not, a lot of people don't like Wilder because of the Mark Breland situation. I know I'm not saying anything new. I know I'm mad late. Everybody knows this. I'm just saying, a lot of people, when people don't like Wilder, or when people speak out against Wilder, that is something I always forget to consider. A lot of people just don't like him because of what went down with Mark Breland. And it kind of made me realize that I underestimate how much respect Mark Breland has. And a lot of people, especially New Yorkers, but not just New Yorkers, but a lot of people, that totally did not sit right with him at all. Did not sit right with them at all. The whole Mark Breland situation, that made people done with Wilder, and they just feel it was very, disrespectful to Mark Breland. They just think he would never in a million years do anything that lacks such integrity, and I just thought I'd, mention that, because maybe like myself, a lot of people forget to factor that in when you hear people who don't like Wilder. That's a strong reason for a lot of people. I forget how much impact that had on how people viewed Wilder. And again, I don't know much about Mark Breland, so I could never speak bad about him. I might have talked shit during the whole thing because I was so mad about what went down. But, I don't even think I did, though. I don't think I ever spoke bad on Mark Breland, but I never would, because I don't know enough about him. I just know that I think something really fucked up happened with Wilder that was beyond his control, and it was definitely something dirty. I just don't know who was behind it. But yeah, man, a lot of people really adore, really respect Mark Breland, and so that whole situation, there's no coming back from that with a lot of people, And again, I know I'm not saying anything new. I know I'm not, speaking anything that you haven't heard a million times. I just thought it was interesting that it's something that I kind of forget to consider when I meet people who say, I'm not feeling that dude. And once in a while, I'll say, well, why? And when Mark Breland comes up, I'm like, wow, a lot of people feel that way, man. But anyway, that's all I had to say. Tell me what you think. And even if you, really like Mark Breland, or even if you can't stand him, or, who did you believe, or whatever. And be honest. Don't be afraid to, speak it either way. Because it's interesting to me, Again, I don't have an opinion on it because I don't know enough about Mark Breland, and I don't know who did what. I just know something dirty was done, to Wilder. But that's all. And I know, again, I know this isn't anything new. I just thought about it because I recently spoke to somebody who brought it up. Okay, thank you. Have a good day, everybody.